Warner Bros. Discovery head David Zaslav has made a huge statement regarding the future of the DC universe, one that will excite and confuse the DC fandom. Hey everyone, welcome back to our movie news. A Hollywood Reporter article was released yesterday focused entirely on Warner Bros. Discovery. And DC are of course owned by Warner Bros. Discovery, so we have some new information regarding the DC Universe's long-term plan. Before we get into the video, make sure to let me know what you want to see from DC's long-term plan. Now let's get straight into the article. At DC, which is now being led by filmmaker James Gunn and producer Peter Safran, Zaslav said that the pair are coming close to the end of finishing a Bible for DC, an entertainment term for a document roadmap that outlines the key characters and plot points. So the long-term plan, or what they are describing as the DC Bible, is close to completion, which is fantastic news. I would imagine that the Bible would be complete by the end of the year, with a big announcement coming either right at the end of 2022 or right at the beginning of 2023, which would create a really strong start to DC's 2023. As we know, 4 movies are coming out next year, and if they can start 2023 with the announcement of the DC Bible, then us fans will be very excited for the future of the DC universe. I think over the next few years, you're going to see a lot of growth and opportunity around DC. There's not going to be 4 Batmans, Zaslav said. And so part of our strategy is drive the hell out of DC, which James and Peter are going to do. I think they've thrilled the fans. I think they're going to thrill you over a period of time. So it really seems like DC Studios will expand the DC universe more than we have ever seen before. But let's focus on what Zaslav said about Batman or Batmans. There's not going to be 4 Batmans. Now, first of all, I didn't think there were 4 Batmans. Only Keaton, Affleck, and Pattinson, so I'm not sure where the 4th one is. I'm assuming he just meant a general term of saying we're not gonna have a lot of Batmans like there are currently. So I would say there would be Robert Pattinson and one other Batman for the main DCU, as the Batman is set in its own universe and will have its own expansion away from the main DCU. But we also need a Batman in the main DC timeline, and currently we have 2. Personally, I'd prefer to just keep Ben Affleck's Batman and let Keaton's Batman only be around for The Flash. Whether or not that happens is up in the air right now, because Affleck did replace Keaton in Aquaman 2, which is to be released after the Flash film, which would imply that it is set after The Flash as well, but we won't know until we have an official confirmation of the timeline. The beauty of this DC Bible is that it should give us a clear direction for which Batman they will use, but not just for Batman, the entire DC roster as well. Hopefully we can see which past films are a part of their universe and which future films will be too. Right now, all I think DC fans are asking for is clarity on where the DC universe is going. If we can see a clear path for the future, then we can have a bit more faith in the DC cinematic universe. I've had faith in the company since Discovery took over, but to reassure the entire DC fandom that DC are heading in the right direction, they need to announce the long-term plan. And I think the perfect time to do so is right at the beginning of 2023. If fans can see what their future plans look like, then that could encourage fans to back the new DC films being released in 2023, as faith could be restored in the DC universe. One film that I think a lot of fans want to know if it is canon or not is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Fans and directors alike are unsure as to which Justice League film is canon. Fans do have their theories, including myself, but no one knows for sure. So if DC Studios can confirm which Justice League film is canon to the DC universe, then I think that debate can be put to bed. But according to Sil Abdul, the Snyder Cut is canon to the Flash film. If this is the case, then that is great news, but we don't know if that is before or after Flashpoint. Hopefully it is before and after, but we won't know for sure until we see the movie. My idea for fixing the DC universe with the Flash film was to start the film with the Flash being set in the Justice League universe, and then once he returns to his timeline after the Flashpoint events, the Snyder Cut becomes canon, which would mean DC could set up Darkseid taking on the DC universe without having to reintroduce the character or that storyline. I doubt that's what they're going to do, but that would be my ideal plan for the Flash film. Until we've seen what the DC Bible looks like, we won't know for sure what direction they are heading in. I have a lot of faith that they will create a really strong DC universe, but we need to remember that the films coming out in 2023 are from the old regime. Discovery have slightly altered them, but they are still products of the old regime, so we shouldn't judge DC Studios for those movies. Only films that they have greenlit can we judge them for. But like I said at the beginning of the video, what do you want to see in DC's long-term plan? Let me know in the comments below. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. I hope to see you here again soon, so until then, have a great day. Bye!